Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch your fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a mask.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That may not look like much on tomorrow's grade sheet. It'll just be an S for satisfactory. That's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again is Baker. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's done caught at the spot. We won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Having gained up a handful there. Devin Witherspoon there on a stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's on target to Johnson. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The first carry now, Rashawn Smith. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
When you run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Milroe from the gun. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Offense up to the line fast.
49-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They get there to take him down right around the 41. With 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
Cowboy 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
1st down throw here from Milroe. Flush down out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the set. Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Milroe throwing on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers take over after forcing the 1st turnover of this ballgame. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it and doing his job.
And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out with a 2nd and 3. A give up the middle to Stevenson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
When one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The body is out of bounds. The mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down. They'll indeed go for this. It's Mayfield. Got a man. This is Evans. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. We'll take a momentary pause for the injured player, and this is a notable one. Mike Evans is the one hurting after that one. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
We give to Allen out of the shotgun. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Buccaneers with a chance to boost their lead. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Baker to throw.
going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that will add to their score.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start the read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
He's much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He's inside the 10. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks making a 1-score game before halftime. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. 1 play in, and this drive is already in the enemy territory.
1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 at the
all set up now. 1st and 10. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
19, catch match. 19 Lions. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Vacates quickly left side. He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? You really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
There we go.
Back-to-back carries here. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing, Baker. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Trying again, following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He fires one deep down the middle. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get a huge return down to the 25-yard line before that tackle's made.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, Milrow. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Well, this guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
It's good. Not by much, but it's indeed good. Bottom left. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Bucks to the line. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Bucks football, and their season on the line here as they trail. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. First down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And he nearly gets him another first down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 46. Rolling into enemy territory. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown.
Defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either getting away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Buccaneers 10. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. That one's cut along the left side. with a new set of downs.
There's just something fun about throwing that fade up and knowing that even if a guy is there to defend it, you can watch your big tight end go up and get it just like that.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Crossing route. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Going again is Baker. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades. Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
First and 10 now from the 30. Anderson here from the gun. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Baker now from the gun. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, it's Mayfield. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now within one score in the fourth. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks leading by 7. Second and 3 now.
Here we go.
He's got room to roam here. Inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Let's go.
Gets it again. And the defense stands him up again right at the line. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
It's now third
One of the
and
biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes third and goal. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Johnson now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. From the 43. Right side hauled in by Godwin. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Try and push it deep downfield. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. It just couldn't quite find the connection.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Seahawks have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win it home. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. Next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.